Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk about a new shoe that I've just purchased. I'm a bit late to the party. It's the Asics Superblast 2. Before I get into the specs, etc., if you like what I do, please just press the like and subscribe. That'd be great. I'm just trying to grow the channel and just do some diverse stuff. I just wanted to talk about the shoe that I purchased. Okay, so in the heel it's 46 in the heel and it's 38 in the front, which is an 8mm drop throughout. The foam that they use in here is the race day foam. It's the Flight Foam Turbo Plus race material, which is in the midsole, and just the carrier foam just down the bottom. It's the Eco Flight Foam Blast Eco. Look, that just gives it a bit of stability, I believe, and a bit of durability as well for that as well. The uppers, it's an engineered mesh upper, really breathable mesh, I've noticed. The tongue, it's a gusseted tongue. It's a very, very thin tongue, but it's gusseted as well. And the outsole, it's the AHA rubber. It's a pretty good rubber, to be honest. It's nice and durable. I've only ran in dry conditions at the moment, but there's plenty of grip on the outsole there. I don't think you can have any issues whatsoever with the outsole, and I think it looks, as I said, really durable. Obviously a lot of exposed rubber there, but with the outsole lugs there, it's protected, so I don't think it's going to be any issue whatsoever at all there. Look, in my size, which is a US 11.5, it comes in at around about the 285 grams, which look, for a daily trainer, that's not too bad. When I first, it doesn't feel heavy at all, to be honest. You know what I mean? It's not light, but it's not heavy at all. I've run in this twice now, and the first run that I did in it, it is, look, I'll be honest, it is a lot of shoe, and it does look like, I said, obviously I've got a pretty big foot, so, but it is a lot of shoe, and I thought that, wow, it's a lot of shoe. But I did a long run this morning, and I totally forgot about that, and it's not heavy at all. It's well balanced shoe, to be honest. Yeah, so the heel counter is pretty firm. The inside, there's some good cushion there on the heel counter, so it's nice and plush. Pull tab at the back to get it on. It's a great addition with the pull tab. As I said, the tongue is gusseted. It's very thin. I found a little bit of heel slippage, so I've laced it up with the runner's knot there, and that sort of eliminates the heel slippage. I don't know if it's just me, but I did find a bit of slippage there, so I thought for me it's better off, and that got rid of the heel slippage completely. No plate in, obviously, this as well. Look, it is high, there's no ifs and buts, there's a lot of stack, but I think with the carrier foam to the bottom, that just makes it a bit stiffer. It's a really stiff shoe, makes it stiffer, stable as anything, you know what I mean, turning, cornering, it was totally fine, really stable. Look, what would I use it for? Look, first of all, I'll go to price. It's $320 here in Australia. It's been really hard to get. I think it's a lot easier to get now. It's been out in the market, I think, for about 6 months now. A fair bit easier now. And I know at times it's still hard to get it in specific sizes, but comes in a few different colourways. I could only get it in the Paris colourway, which I really like this colourway. Anyway, as I said, with the upper, it's the engineered mesh, and it's comfortable. It's not plush, but it still is sort of comfortable. Yeah, so it's a good shoe. What would I use it for? I said, look, I've purchased it myself for a daily. I needed a new daily trainer, so I purchased it mainly for a daily trainer. Look, I think it can do sort of anything realistically. It's good for easy runs. It's really designed obviously for long runs as well. So comfortable. I took it out this morning on a 23k long run. Pretty easy paces. I started off at about 5 minutes per kilometre. I did a couple of quicker ones at about 4:30, and then I sort of backed off and sort of stayed around the 4:45 to 5. When I took it out in the short run, it's actually 3 runs. I took it out at a 10k, and then I did a park run 5k in it. And my marathon pace is around the 4:20 marathon pace, and I did the park run. I did a 10k before, so my legs were a little bit sore. So I did the park run around the 4:20. I think it was about 22 minutes, maybe a little bit under, and it was really comfortable at that sort of speed. Would I use it as a speed shoe? No, I don't think it's designed for that. Look, you can definitely pick the paces up, but it's not really a speed shoe. It's more of a daily shoe. It's got a bit of a rocker, bit of a late rocker there. As I said, the cushion is unbelievable. You don't feel the road whatsoever from the heel to the toe. It's got really good step-in feel. Look, I know there's been a lot of reports about this shoe, the shoe of the year from last year, blah blah blah. I just every time I looked to buy it, I just couldn't get it. I got lucky. I was trolling the sites and got lucky, and I said I bought this with my own money, as I do with all my shoes. So yeah, I thought I'd press the button. I needed a new daily trainer, so I bought it, and it definitely lives up to the hype. Look, I've so far only ran 3 times in it, just under 50 kilometres. So I do have a bit of a feel for the shoe already, and it's a hell of a shoe. It's a great shoe. It's probably, if not one of the best shoes. It's a big thing to say it's the best shoe you've ever bought, but it's definitely one of the best shoes I've ever run in. Look, Asics have, no wonder they've sold so many, and it sells out so fast, because it's a cracking shoe. Look, $320 is a lot of money. But if you've got the pennies, the dollars, I suppose, if you're in Australia, if you've got the dollars and you can justify spending it as a one shoe in your armoury, just do it, because you won't be disappointed. There is a few people say it hasn't got a lot of pop. The first 5Ks I ran in it, I thought maybe it's not that great, but after the first 5Ks, I could feel it's a good shoe. Look, I think the outsole was really durable. I think you'll probably get 800 to 1,000 Ks out of it, no problems, and you'll probably get bored of it more than anything. It's not going to let you down, I can see that. It might lose a bit of pop after, say, 700-800 Ks, but I think you can use it for at least 800 to 1,000 kilometres. And look, even though it's got a high stack, you could use this as a leisure shoe and walking shoe as well, no problem, because it has got the real stability. To touch, the foam isn't that soft, but it's a typical Asics race day foam, which has got that good energy return. The only shoe that I could probably, which I've got, I can probably compare it with is the Mag Max. Definitely the Mag Max has got a lot more bounce to it. It is a bit more unstable, whereas the stability in this is spot on. What do I prefer? Well, for me, hands down, is the Superblast 2. I've had this one for about 3-4 months, and I've only put about 150 Ks, and I use it solely as a long run recovery shoe. It's probably better suited as a recovery shoe, but it has got pretty good bounce. But definitely the Superblast has better stability, and it's a better all-rounder without a doubt. I would recommend, if you've got the cash, get it. You won't be disappointed. It's a lot of money, I get that, but it's a really nice trainer. half marathon, training shoe. You could race in it, no problems. If you can't afford a plated shoe, or if you don't like a plated shoe, use it for a marathon, use it for a half. You're not going to get any problems with it whatsoever. You know what? It probably doesn't run as fast as a carbon plate, but a lot of people don't like using carbon anyway. I'm not a big fan of carbon. I'll use a little bit of carbon, but not heaps and heaps. I've got Canberra Marathon coming up in April. Would I use this? Yeah, absolutely. Will I use it? Probably not. Great shoe. Yeah. Look, for me, it's a 9.5 out of 10. I couldn't recommend it highly. So, thanks guys. Thanks for that. And yeah, if you like this video, please press the like button, add a comment, and subscribe. Thanks guys. Bye for now.